Good morning. Good morning. I hope you're having a great start to your morning. Today, I wanted to talk about how you can de stress with your own breath, and you can do it anywhere. This is such a great technique that I learned from my good friend Elle Ingalls, who created the pressure free method, along with many other techniques that she taught me. But using your breath to de-stress is one of the easiest things you can do because you can do it anywhere and you can literally do it without people even noticing that you're doing it. Maybe you can remove yourself from the room and go to the ladies' room and do it there. But I have learned to master breathing in front of people. So I could be sitting at a conference table in a meeting, and if I start to feel those stress hormones kicking in, I can do a breathing exercise right then and there that no one even realizes that I'm doing. And I can immediately take the stress out of my system, halt it, stop it before it even really gets started. So I wanted to share this with you today because it's such an amazing technique for you to be practicing and implementing in your life. There's all kinds of things that might make you feel a little bit stressed out. Maybe you're paying your bills and you're feeling that anxiety rise in you. Maybe you're sitting at a family dinner and somebody says something that just really rubs you the wrong way, but you really don't, it's not worth really having a conflict over, and you don't want to ruin the family dinner, but you are feeling that anxiety coming up in you. And so doing this breathing technique is really going to help you with that. If you know what I'm talking about right now, you're on with me live, put down what's the one thing that really makes you feel stressed, and you would love to be able to just learn how to breathe your way through it so it gets to a place where it doesn't even bother you anymore. And that's the beauty of the breathing technique, that you can get to this place where when you've done it enough and you've done it for one particular thing enough, that it just makes that situation seem less stressful moving forward. And you may get to a point where you don't even have to do the breathing exercise in order to feel that stress being released from you, or in order to not even have it trigger your stress hormones at all. So the important thing is to breathe through your nose. That way, no one really knows what you're doing. So if you're in a board meeting, you're having to make decisions, and you're just feeling that anxiety creeping in, when you're breathing through your nose, no one really notices. And you can take a real relaxed posture. So you can kind of sit yourself back on your seat, have your feet on the floor, and kind of rest your shoulders, let them drop down. And when you're breathing in through your nose, you want to make sure that you're breathing in as much as you can to the top of your capacity. And then just hold it for a count of 3. And then you're going to breathe it back out real slowly and push it all out, push all the air out, and then hold it at the bottom for the count of 3. Now, of course, if someone asks you a question in the middle of this, you might get interrupted, which has happened to me before, but it's really, really helpful. So I'm going to show you an example of what that looks like. So you're going to breathe in through your nose for 3, hold at the top, breathe out of your nose, and then hold at the bottom for 3. It's called box breathing. It is something that the military does, the Secret Service does, and it's really, really effective. So whenever someone who's in, the Navy SEALs or any other division of the military where they're, always in these really highly stressful situations, they use this breathing technique. And it really works beautifully. My husband's former Navy, he's the one that taught me because he tried out for the Navy SEALs and he was taught this technique. So I want to share it with you. Again, it's going to be breathing in slowly through your nose, holding at the top to the count of 3, like literally taking in as much air as you can, and then releasing it all slowly and holding at the bottom for 3. So it's going to look like this. Now, maybe people might notice that your shoulders go up a little bit when you're doing that. Maybe you notice that my shoulders go up a little bit. The trick is that you want to make sure you're sitting up really straight in your seat and that you're not sitting on the fat part of your cheek bottoms, right? You know, I didn't quite know how to phrase that. But you want to sit forward. So you're sitting more on your thighs than you are on the cheeks of your bottom. Sitting more on your thighs, having your backs really, really straight. You can put your hands down on your knees or just sit them in your lap and then breathe that breath in. And so your shoulders might come up a little bit. Maybe it's noticeable, maybe it's not. And then you just release it again. This technique has been so helpful for me in so many unbelievably stressful situations in my life. It has literally saved me from losing it in certain situations. And so I wanted to give this to you today as my gift to you to help you to learn how to deal with anxiety and stress in a really healthy way. It's also going to really strengthen your diaphragm and your lungs. And we all know that, you know, the way to fight off any kind of respiratory issue is to have strong lungs and have a strong diaphragm, which supports our lungs. And so it's a great way to also be strengthening those areas of your body, as well as relieving your anxiety and your stress. And when you're doing it, you want to make sure that you're relaxing your stomach muscles. You just don't hold them in. You want them relaxed because you want to be able to breathe freely into your stomach area and out. Okay. So breathe in slowly as much as you can. Count to 3 at the top. Breathe out slowly. Count to 3 at the bottom. You can do this anywhere. Maybe you have to remove yourself from the situation to do it because you might need to breathe in and out more than one time. So the ladies' room has been a great hideout for me when I'm in really stressful situations that I want to remove myself from. I excuse myself to go to the ladies' room. It's always a great excuse to get away from the situation and give yourself a minute to breathe and to breathe through that anxiety and to calm yourself down. Because once you calm yourself down, you're going to enter the situation again with a clearer way of thinking, a calmer way of handling yourself, and you will be better for it. And the situation will be better for it. So this is about your mind, your body, and your spirit all in one, right? This breathing technique is going to nourish your mind, your body, and your spirit. So I challenge you to implement it. If you are on replay with me, I want to thank you so much for joining me and watching me. Put hashtag replay so I know that you were here. And let me know if you've decided to implement this breathing technique, how it's working for you. Implement it, use it for a week, use it every day, and get back to me and let me know how it's working for you, because I really would love to know how it's affecting you in a positive way, because I know it will affect you in a positive way. And I would love for you to follow me on Instagram. I'm just going to throw my handle up here. I do lots of, well, I guess I already had it up there. I had my Life on the Go weight loss plan. Yes, I am the creator of that. But I wanted to just throw up here my handle for Instagram. And of course, I probably can't see very well because I don't have my glasses on. But if you would follow me on social at Fierce Wellness Warrior, let me just throw this up here for you. I give away a lot of tips and tricks about how you can improve your life, things that you can do as far as food and movement and breathing and all kinds of great tips for you for everyday life so that you can be the best version of yourself and you can have these things to implement in your life that are super simple. I believe in less is more and simple is best. So I try to always provide really simple solutions for things that you're dealing with on a daily basis. So do me a favor and follow me on social at Fierce Wellness Warrior, and I will follow you back. I look forward to seeing you over there. Thank you for joining me every Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. I love being here with you. Thanks for watching on the replay. Now, remember, it's up to you to go out there and make it a great day. See you next time.